What is real? How do you define real?
Like everyone else, you were born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
The Fashion Matrix Podcast with Pablo Mentor.
Wake up and be free.
All right, welcome everyone to another episode here for the Fashion Matrix Podcast. This is Pablo Mentor. I'm also broadcasting right now live on my Instagram. If you don't have me already on Instagram, remember that you can just follow me at Pablo Mentor on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all over the place. So for this episode, I want to talk about how your dreams, pay attention to me, how your dreams can actually save humanity, can actually save the world and save us. You know, talk about caring about others right now because of all the pandemic and this shit. Our attention has been, and our focus has been put onto others, right? Onto, you got to take care of yourself because you care about others, don't you? And I don't hear enough people talking about this, what I will share with you on this episode, which is, I think is way more selfish not living your dreams than actually living them, right? If you don't live your dreams, because pay attention to me, if you don't actually live your dreams, you'll spend the rest of your life fantasizing about how things could be. And when you're in front of a customer, or when you are at that 9-to-5 job that you fucking hate, right? Living the life that you don't want. Instead of being fully present in that moment, paying attention to that customer, to the customer's needs, or, just enjoying a meal or anything, you'll be miserable. You'll feel unfulfilled, right? And you'll be fantasizing, daydreaming about, oh man, my life could have been this, that. So you're being super selfish, like double selfish, if that makes sense. Because first of all, you don't pay attention to other people anymore. You don't care about them anymore. You're only thinking about poor me, right? You enter this victim mentality. And second of all, you're not living to your truest and purest and fullest potential, which is being selfish for yourself, for you, right? Shit, I don't know if this microphone is working for the live Instagram. Anyway, I think it's very, very bad that we are not taught that from the very moment we are born. That, hey, it's okay to follow your dreams. It's okay to follow your goals and actually go all the way for it, whatever it takes, whatever that means, whatever that represents, right? And listen to me, because let's say, if you really live your dreams and goals, whatever they are, don't you agree with me that you're going to be more happy, more fulfilled, more blissful? You're going to be more at ease, right? You're going to be more peaceful. You're not going to be all the time angry when you're stuck in traffic. You're going to be like, yeah, so what? It happens, but I'm fucking happy. I'm living the fucking life of my dreams. I'm living the lifestyle that I want. So all these things that happen in between, all the, in quotes, bad stuff, it still happens. You're still gonna experience it, but you're gonna experience it you would experience it in a much different way, right? Sometimes you're gonna have money, right? Okay, maybe, I don't know, shit. Let's say debt, right? Maybe one of your goals is to be filthy rich. That's cool. You're still gonna have some sort of a debt, right? There's just levels of debts. Let's say that you'll have the payments for your yacht instead of the payments of your apartment, right? So the mentality changes. That's the point. That's what I'm talking about right now. If you live the life that you really want to live, whatever that may be, you'll function way better in society. Like way, way better in society. Right? You will add more, not just to yourself, and those around you, your family, your friends, your community. You will actually give something back to the world. Even if you don't do your podcast, your videos, whatever, just by someone else looking at you, living your life fulfilled and peaceful and happy, they'll probably ask themselves, what the fuck is this guy or this girl doing? Why is she or he so happy? You know, what do you have that I don't have? And then you might be able to tell them, hey man, I'm just following my guts. I'm just following my dreams. You know, I'm doing whatever the hell I want to do. And yeah, it cost me a lot of time, effort, money, whatever, right? And then you go into this whole speech of inspiring others. But what we're seeing in today's world is the opposite. People settling down for less than they actually want, than what they actually want, right? It's you settle down. Like, oh, well, you know, I could have ended up being, I don't know, a football player, but, you know, this happened, that happened, the wife, the kids, this, that, and we normalize that, and that is not normal. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but, you know, I don't accept why we normalize being stressed and being shitty and being unhappy. Like, that's the normal thing right now, right? If you approach someone, you know, if you go into a family reunion or you meet up with your friends, I mean, not everyone, but the majority, and they ask you, hey, how are you doing? Man, I'm doing phenomenal. I'm doing fucking fantastic. I'm living the life of my dreams. They'll look at you like, man, what the fuck are you talking? Are you on drugs? Like, come on, be real. It's me. I've known you for all your life. Come on, be real. You're miserable as I am, right? It's expected of you to be miserable. And that blows my mind. That's what's normal in the world. To be miserable, to be in debt, to be, you know, all the time unhappy. Why? Why? You know? And then we look at the condition of the world and goddamn, no wonder why we see all the violence, all the, you know, the polarity, all the, you know, the division in society. Because people are not doing exactly what I just said, which is live whatever it is that you want. You know, for example, to me, my dreams and my goals is living in the forest, being in the forest all the time. That's me, you know, having my cabin over there, waking up to the sound of the river. That's my goal. It's not having the yacht. It's not having this, that. Maybe for you is, I don't know, whatever, you know, it could be owning a restaurant. You know, we also, this is another topic. We also have to diversify what success means, because I think success, it's narrowed into just one thing, which is financial freedom, money. And I'm not saying that that's not part of success. Yes, of course, it's freedom on a whole. But I think most people, you know, especially when the younger generation, they are trying to, you know, figure out their path, their life, and they look up to us, to the older generations, and they see and they ask, what is being successful? And then they see, the narrative is be filthy rich, have a lot of fucking money. That's what you gotta do. Money. And again, I'm not saying that's bad, but the point is, if that's your whole purpose on life, then you won't care about fucking someone else up just to get the money. You know what I'm saying? That's a medium. You gotta have a different purpose, you know? And then, of course, money is gonna help you get there. It's a tool. It's a tool to be used, not a final destination. Right? So it's like, I don't know, like a hammer. You use a hammer to hang up certain shit in your house. The point is to decor your entire house, not to get the hammer and then that's it. Oh, you know, I have a hammer. No, the money is to get you moving forward towards your actual goal, your actual purpose, you know, your dreams and goals. So that's another topic that maybe I'll do another podcast for it. Diversifying what success means. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? What does it look like? What does it taste like? On a daily basis, on a Monday morning, if you had all the success that you want in your life, what would it look like? What would it feel like? Actually, if you create the emotion, it's going to be way more powerful. Like, what's the emotion? If I have everything that I want in my life, how would I feel? And try to do some introspection. Don't come up with just a random word like, well, I'll be happy. Yes, but what else? So after you figure out what success means to you, then you should move towards that. Because you're doing a service to yourself and to the world. You see what I'm saying? Living the lifestyle and the life of your dreams is being responsible, a responsible human being for the benefit of the collective, for the evolution of humanity. So you're not doing it just for yourself. You owe it to everybody else. That's today's episode. That's the point of today's episode, man. You should be thinking, man, I have to be successful. I have to live my dreams and my goals because the world needs it. The world needs more people that are fulfilled and with purpose and that are happy. Because all we see in today's world is bullshit, is unhappiness, is negative stuff. Imagine if everyone was living their dreams. Yes, negative stuff would still happen. I'm not saying, pandemic wouldn't happen. Yeah, all of these things would still happen, but we would approach it with a more open mind, with an open heart, with more creatively, right? We would approach these subjects and these problems in the current society. We would approach them in a much better way. But let's look at the condition in today's world, right? Everyone is stressed. It is normal to be stressed. It is normal to live unhappily. It is normal to not having money. It's normal to, getting divorced. It's normal to blah, 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 blah. All these things, one on top of the other one. And on top of that, like the cherry on top of everything, is the problems of the world, which, I don't know, could be global warming or this or that and viruses. All of these things that matter, of course, they are super important and we should all approach them and we have to do something about it for the world and for ourselves and for the evolution of humanity. But if you are already stressed in your own daily life, in your mundane life, every day you're like, shit, I have to go to work, man. I fucking hate my work. I fucking hate my job. If you're not fulfilled, then you're not going to approach problems, head on. You'll not meet them head on. You'll just react to them. And that's what we see in today's world, right? We are reacting with the things that are happening. And it's almost like they're outside of our control. And it's like, oh, well, this happened. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. So you just react. When you see someone who is fulfilled and happy and living their dreams and their goals, you see them also more, like owning themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they're more controlled and they're not easily disturbed. I mean, they still feel happy, angry, sad. Someone passes away, they're still going to feel like, shit, I'm sad. But they hold themselves, like they have more composure, like more harmony. So now you see my point on why I say living your dreams and your goals is a social responsibility. Like this should be taught in schools, man. Hey kids, what do you want to do when you grow up? This, that, I want to be an astronaut. Well, it's your social responsibility to actually make it. And we're here for you. We actually want to do it. We're going to make sure that you live your dreams and your goals because that's your responsibility, not just for yourself, but for the sake of humanity, man. Imagine if we all grew up with people like that, with our parents, with a support system that it was like that. And helping us not only, well, it's, I'm putting as an example, but helping us, not just reminding us of, it is a social responsibility to attain my goals and my dreams. Not just for myself, but for others as well. But also to, like I said before, diversify success. Imagine if we grew up when we were younger and people telling us, hey, successful could be, being a hippie in the forest. Successful could be, a fucking multi-billionaire with hundreds and thousands of businesses. Successful also looks like, I don't know, a yogi, or, diversifying success. It's different. It's different for each and every one of us, right? Shit, it's different for every country. Because I guarantee you, whatever you're listening to, whatever country you're tuning in from right now, your success or the success in your country is different than mine, for sure. Shit, I know that here in Mexico, sometimes for some families, for a lot of families, success is just having something to eat. Damn, right? So, we got to do that, man. We got to diversify what success means and then go towards it. Because again, and I'll say it again and again and again as much as I can, it is selfish not to live your dreams, the life of your dreams. It is selfish. You know what I'm saying? It is fucking selfish. Because you'll be daydreaming all day, all night. You'll be very unhappy. You'll be very angry all the time. So by the time you get to talk to me, let's say I want to buy something from you, a service or something. I want to buy a house. And that's not, you're not living your dreams. You fucking hate what you do. Then you're not going to take care of my needs, right? You're going to be fake. You're going to be faking it because you just have to pay the bills. All you care about is, just give me the money, Pablo. I really don't care about what you need, what you want. Fuck you, give me the money. And that's what we see, right? A lot of people not caring for each other because they don't care for themselves. Why? Because they're not living their dreams and their goals. And this is a tricky subject. It's not as simple as it sounds. Because I can say it in, it's been 15 minutes? Yes. And it makes sense? Yes. But actually implementing and put it into action, that's a daily habit. It's actually a habit to live your dreams. To think about them, to write them, to speak about them, to go towards them, to create one action that moves you forward and towards closer to that dream that you have, those goals. And that's what we should be doing. That's what we should be doing. Don't be selfish, right? You think you care about yourself and you think you care about others and your family? Well, ask yourself this. Are you living your dreams and your goals? Because if you're not, then it's time to do a little decluttering. It's time to do a little rearranging. It's time to do a little, checkup. A little, how would you say it? Introspection. To really come up with this realization and say, maybe the life that I'm living right now, it's not the one that I want. Well, there's always time. This is another episode, probably another episode for the podcast. I'll talk about this trap that we think we don't have the time or, the age to go for our dreams. Because it's like, it's too late for me. It's never late. It's never, ever, ever, ever late. Especially when you approach your dreams and your goals, like I said, as a responsibility, as a social responsibility. Because then you know that you'll be doing a service not just for yourself, but for the world, for the benefit and the evolution of the world. That's for another topic. But I got a question about, that someone told me that they hope to see me in Houston. Shout out to my friend Brian Casella. He's having an event on Houston, Texas, but I won't be attending. I won't be able to go there because, and I have to say it here for my podcast and those watching me on Instagram, I won't go there because it's mandatory to get a PCR test, a nasal swab or an anal swab. So I'm not willing to do that because I've done my own research on these things. And if you really know me, you know that probably I've sent you a lot of documentaries and a lot of documents supporting why I don't want to do these things, why I'm against these tests, these bullshit tests. And that's exactly why I'm not going to go there because, it's mandatory to get a test if I want to travel. So I'm not willing to do it. And I have my event also here in Mexico. It's on April. 30th of April, and I know that a lot of people are not willing to take the test as well, so they've canceled and they don't want to come to Mexico, and I totally get it. This thing is it's kind of bullshitty, but it is what it is. We still gotta do what we gotta do. So that's it for today. thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Remember, this is the podcast, The Fashion Matrix. I'm your host, Pablo Mentor. Remember, you can find me at Pablo Mentor all over the place. Go to pablomentor.com so that you can see the event that is coming up. Whether you live in Mexico or if you don't care to take the test and you still want to come. I don't care. I would recommend that you don't take the test, the bullshit test, but it's up to you. And not just the event that I'm doing, but also the programs that I have, the coaching programs, the products that I have, and the books. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Be the best version of yourself. Remember that being the best version of yourself is actually also a social responsibility. It's for the benefit of the world, actually. So that's today's episode. Thank you, and until the next one.